are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. If not, I definitely plan to make it a little bit better for you with this video. So today we are going to talk about culture, learning culture. Why is it important? Not learning your own culture, but the culture of the person. Why it is important to learn about their culture. Why is it important to learn the culture of the person that you're in a relationship with? Because if you don't know, unknowingly you might offend them in certain way. And I'm going to share with you a story about so if you are from United States, you probably know what this is, and if you are not, I'm going to explain it to you how I learned the hard way so that you don't have to go through this kind of experience and you understand the importance. So this was about 5-6 years ago. We actually moved to a new house. This is the house where we moved, and after we moved to this house, it was end of spring and beginning of summer. So in this area in Virginia, you can, if you want to plant vegetables or if you want to do gardening, I actually like gardening a lot. So if you want to do gardening, there's not much time after winter ends and then the spring and summer when you can do the gardening. So it was only about 5-6 months or so. So we moved at the end of May, so maybe about 3-4 months that was left. And so instead of making the raised beds and all of those in our backyard, we thought that, oh, we will do some gardening maybe in the deck. And as we planned to do that, we started with tomatoes, cilantro, bell peppers, and flowers like marigold and a bunch of other things. And everything was going okay. And after a certain time, we actually had those nice red tomatoes, and we have the bell peppers, the yellow and the green and the red, all of those bell peppers. It was very exciting. Anyways, after a certain time, we had this issue with squirrel. Now, who would think that the squirrel would come all the way up to the deck and they will eat all the vegetables? So I had to find some solution, and I have been saying this to Bill for a while that, hey, why don't you do something about it? And he didn't really care because he's not much into gardening. And so one day he was playing video games in his office, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take care of it myself. And so what I did is I went to our backyard. We have some woods there, and from there I actually got some 2 sticks. And to tell you, these are not the real sticks, so these are chopsticks actually I'm using so that you get the idea. And I made something so to make like a scarecrow to scare the squirrel. And as I did that, after that I was like, oh, okay, I gotta find some shirt or something. And coincidentally, when I went upstairs to find some shirts, I found 2 of Bill's old white t-shirts. And I was like, okay, he's not gonna wear them, so I'm just gonna use the white t-shirts and it'll be easy for me to draw the eyes and nose or whatever. So I grabbed those 2 t-shirts and I kind of did it like this. So I got one as like his shirt, the scarecrow shirt, and the second one, what happened is, so I had to make his head with the newspaper and stuff, so I filled it with the newspapers or whatever, and I didn't have enough, so as I put the newspaper and stuff, his head was kind of still sticking like that. So as it was sticking like that, when I put the second t-shirt, so it kind of turned like something like this. So if you're in this country, you know what this is. This is KKK. So this is going to be a very controversial thing, I know, but somebody has to talk about it, and why not me? So I thought, okay, so this is something I made, and to me at that point it was perfect. Actually, squirrels were getting scared. I saw that a squirrel actually came to the deck to eat the vegetables, and he ran away. So I'm like, okay, mission accomplished. I'm happy. All are good. And in the afternoon, later on, when Bill came down, he went to the deck and he saw that this thing out there. And I'm like, okay, you know what? This actually worked great. He's like, no, you can't have that. I'm like, why can't I have this? It's just a scarecrow. He's like, no, it's KKK. I'm like, what is KKK? And he explained to me, and then he showed to me on Google. I was like, okay, I had no idea. So if you're in this country now in United States, if you're in United States, you probably know by now what KKK is, because there are a lot of talks about it. But this was back in 2013, so there was not much going on, so I didn't really know. And again, it was from my side, I didn't know the culture, so that is why it is so important for you to know and learn the culture of the person that you're dating, because unknowingly you might offend them. So anyway, so this is why it is important. So if you are not from this country, if you are, say, watching this from India, you are watching this from China, Malaysia, so for you, KKK relates to white supremacy in the United States, and that is something, it's definitely not funny, that it's not a thing that you would laugh about. It creates racial discrimination, and this is something that nobody is proud of. So you want to know about that. If you want to talk about any of those things, you want to learn about what is KKK, what is white supremacy, why is it bad, so those kind of things. So that is why I made this video, to get you a perspective that why it is so important for us to learn a little bit more about the culture for the person that you're dating or you're in a relationship with. So I hope you find this information helpful, and if it is helpful to you, please subscribe and share it with your friends. So I hope to share more this kind of tips with you that will be helpful in your journey. So good luck with your dating. Thanks again for stopping by, and until next time, bye bye, sayonara, and also alvida for the folks who are in India. Bye, see you next time.